Hello and welcome. I'm Vanessa Wren, and I'm here to talk with you today about Granville Academy. First of all, thank you for joining me today. This day off for most of us, Martin Luther King Day, as we celebrate our ability to have choices and empowerment. I thank you for your time to share with me today. This is a very informal, low-tech way for me to share some information with you and hopefully answer questions about Granville Academy. Granville Academy is a new program that we are looking at starting at Granville County Public Schools beginning August of 2018. And how it works is we're looking at offering several flexible instructional schedules for students, grades kindergarten through 12th, and it would be in a blended learning format. And one of the things that we want to share with you about is how it works, some nuts and bolts, and just very quickly review what it would look like for a student who is attending Granville Academy. One of the things that I do want to talk with you about is a couple of logistics about registration and wait list and things like that. So let's jump in and get started. And I'm going to talk for about 10 minutes and then question and answers. If you would type those in the comment window. Also, if you've seen the link, there's a Google document that we published. You can also put a question there as well, and I'll answer all of those questions. So the first thing that I want to talk to you about is, what does it look like? Well, in this instructional model, we would follow the exact same North Carolina standard course of study that is followed in a traditional classroom. However, in the blended instructional model, some days would be at school and some days learning would take place at home or anywhere away from school. And one of the things that makes this so attractive is that students can still participate in extracurricular activities such as art, PE, band, sports. And so that is a way to meet some of the needs. So I'm going to show you a picture here of the 3 tracks. And so that academy options include elementary, middle, and high school. And so to us, that's a new territory because we've been doing 6 through 12 since 2010, but this would expand us down into kindergarten with a truly blended model where students come on campus 2 to 3 days a week and then do the rest of their studying at home. The first thing I want to talk about is how it works. Very personalized in its approach, and let's see if I can get still here, and it's for highly supportive, and it will draw on the experience that we've already had in conducting an online school the past 8.5 years. And the why is that it meets student needs. We always have several situations where families want to travel or students want to participate in sports and things like that, and this gives them the opportunity to have a flexible schedule and do something different than the normal 5-day-a-week, 7.5-hour day school day. And it also allows students to pursue interest. If they have hobbies, art, sports that they want to pursue, it frees their day up to do that. And I want to just think that, you know, it is different. It's a little different for a public school to do something that's this blended, but it's also a way to improve innovation and meet students' needs wherever they are at any time. What the blended elementary would look like, there would be required days that they were face-to-face, and tentatively that looks like 3 half-days a week where a student would come on campus from approximately 9 o'clock to 11:30, and then the other 2 days of the week that would be independent study times. Each student, K through 5, would need an assigned home advocate, and they'd also have an assigned academic advisor for them as well, and a teacher that works with them and their family. If you click on the presentation that's posted, you can see what a sample week looks like, and that will help you kind of understand what that looks like. But each student would be working with a licensed teacher that would be working with them just as they would in the classroom and develop a course of study for each student. And one of the things that's so important about coming into a school setting is that it allows time for the teacher to have one-on-one with that student. The blended middle school, grades 6 through 12, is designed to do several things. Number one, part of the curriculum design is curriculum compacting. And what I mean by curriculum compacting is it's designed where middle school students, grades 6th, 7th, and 8th, can have access to high school credit so they can get some of those high school core classes out of the way before they move into middle school, which would free them up then to take career college promise courses down the road. And then one of the things that's built into the design of this is that we would want every middle school student to have an internship opportunity at least 4 times a year. And that helps them as they decide, what career certifications or course of study they want to pursue as they enter 9th grade. We also would make available for middle school students the opportunity to earn certifications from the local community college and make sure that they're aware of what those are. And if that's something they wanted to start in the 9th grade, we would work towards that. One of the things that we also would work towards is the ability for each middle school to take full advantage of Career College Promise. And that would happen by getting all of those core classes out of the way as soon as possible and providing them a mastery-based curriculum so they can work at their own pace. If a student finishes coursework early, then they will be promoted and be allowed to move ahead. And that's what mastery-based curriculum provides for each student. And then lastly, the 9th through 12th grade. The 9th through 12th grade has 4 focus areas that students can choose from, and they can choose a Career College Promise pathway, a Career Skills Certifications pathway, a traditional high school experience, or even an evening experience. And I want to make one change here. The evening is opened up to anyone in grades 6 through 8, where they might decide, this is blended and certain days I have to come in, and I would like to do that at a later start time. So that's also available as well. And the Career College Promise path, the student is duly enrolled in high school courses and community college courses. Those community college courses can be face-to-face or online. There is a minimum 3.0 GPA and a minimum age requirement of 16 to enroll in that. And students can choose to seek an Associate of Arts degree or an Associate of Science degree. And if the student does complete that coursework, all of those courses articulate to any of the 16 UNC universities. The second pathway for grades 9 through 12 is the Career Skills Certifications Academy. And that's focused for students to leave high school work ready with industry certifications. And those core license areas will be available for students in grade 9 and 10 and in grades 11 and 12. With this track, as students pursue this, grades 9 and 12, they would have quarterly job shadowing assignments, and that's intentionally designed so students would have exposure to the different careers that are available for them. So as they take community college courses, they'll have a better idea of what they want to pursue. And then the Evening Academy is designed for students that need a later start time. And it will offer a blended combination of online work and some coursework that is face-to-face, and it works on a mastery-based schedule. And then the Traditional Academy is designed for the combination of blended and traditional, and it's almost a la carte. A student can choose to take 1 or more classes online as they need to. So those 4 tracks offer several options for students in 9th through 12th grade to pursue. One of the things that helps us do this well is we've been offering blended learning since 2010 for grades 6 through 12. And what we have learned from that, it gives students many opportunities to pursue their career and their college and do it at a pace that works for them. And one of the things I think is important to remember is that learning can happen anywhere. And even though we do have certain times where the student is required to meet with the teacher, there is plenty of time to work with the individual pursuits. There are a couple of questions I want to address before our time ends at 1:15. And the first question is there a cap on the number of students that can attend? And the answer to that is no. There is no cap on the number of students that can attend. Right now, we will add staff as needed to meet all needs. And that is, again, grades K through 12. And the second question I have here is, will there be more information coming about this in person? And again, that is yes. We will be posting up on the website several community talks that we'll be doing later this month. The first one will be January 27th at Tar River Community Center. And so anyone that wants to come out, we can give you more information there face-to-face and meet with you one-on-one. Another question is, how does this compare to homeschool? Well, the reason how this compares to homeschool is several ways. Number one is the curriculum and the licensed teacher support will be provided by Granville County Schools, and there will also be some of the similarities is that the teacher will work with the parent for that independent course of study on the days that that student is not on campus. And so there's several advantages to this: the registration, the transcript, the making sure that state standards are still being met. But it also combines the best of both worlds. It combines the ability to have more time with your student where you are acting as the teaching coach and being able to have that one-on-one instruction with your own child. And so several similarities, but also the differences are that the curriculum is provided, the structure and the lessons will be provided with a certified teacher that works with that family for the homeschooling environment. And another question that has just popped up is, would this be available to out-of-state students? Right now, our Board of Education is revising policy that allows the Granville County Schools to serve students that are out of our district. And any student that is a resident of Granville County is available to take any one of these options at no cost. If the student is out of state or out of district, there would be a tuition fee that the board is determining what that amount would be. The board has said that that amount might change slightly annually because it would be driven by the cost of what it would cost to educate each student. And one of the things that we also want to make sure that everyone knows is that all the courses we offer are NCAA accredited, and all of our teachers and all of our course content is also advanced education accredited. And so one of the caveats of serving students out of state is to make sure that if they are going to go to an out-of-state of North Carolina college or university, that university recognizes advanced ed accreditation. And I'm looking to see if there's any other questions here. Another question that's come in is, how would students take part in sports, and how would that happen? If a student is a resident of Granville County, they would enroll in their base school, and that would be the school that they're districted to attend. And if they participated in sports or music or art, they would attend at that school. They also could be applied to a school of choice if they wanted to attend extracurricular activities at that school. And if that school of choice application is approved, they would take part in those activities at that site. And for students who are attending out of Granville County schools and they want to attend to extracurricular activities, athletics, art, music, PE, they would also attend the school that is closest to them in proximity or apply to a school of choice. Another question is, would there be field trips planned for students? And the answer to that is yes. There'll be several field trips that would be planned throughout the year, and flexible learning options that would also be available that would be appropriate for each grade level. And that would be an ongoing program in Granville Academy, and it would be called Flexible Instructional Days. And that flexible instruction would allow students to have exposure to different things such as, gleaning sweet potato fields, a touring industry, North Carolina symphony trips. The possibilities are endless, but the field trips will be just as much available, and probably even more so because there is more time in the schedule to expose students to different activities outside of the school building. We're running closely out of time here. Are there any other questions or comments? Well, thank you for your time today. Thank you for listening. Please come back to the Facebook page or our website, Granville Academy, and look there for a document. There's a FAQ document that's been posted if you have more questions, and I will be more than happy to meet with you individually. You can email me, and I'll put my email address in the window here. If you've got any questions, I'll be glad to answer those one-on-one. And also, we'll be doing some community talks. Granville Expo Center, I'll be hosting one there, and I'll post the date up. But January 27th at Tar River will be the one that will be on the southern end of the district. So looking forward to sharing more with you about this. Very excited about this venture. And again, if you need more information, please reach out to me. Thank you.